what you're expecting. Some say, I want your husband to look, I like my husband to look like your husband. Some say, I want my wife to be like your wife. A lot of people write to me online and say, oh, I'm looking for a wife, and then whenever I listen to you talk, whenever I see you, I feel, oh, you should be my manager. So I'm sorry, God has handed me over to a man, and a man who knows how to love me and cherish me. That's why you are seeing me like this, because this man loves me so much, and he cares for me, and I'm a satisfied woman, a satisfied wife. So that's why you are seeing me this way. So go get your own wife and make the woman satisfied, or make your husband satisfied as well, if you're a lady, and you'll be surprised that what you're looking at from outside, you already have it in your hand. So whosoever God has given to you, you can make to be like somebody you desire to be, or you desire your husband. And a lot of you say, I want love your marriage, I want to. Yes, I said, glory be to God, but don't pray, say, I want my marriage to be like yours, I want everything. No, don't say that, because you don't know what we have been through. You don't know what we have been through. Just say, God bless my own marriage, God bless my home, and you give me wisdom and to build my home. They don't say, I want this person's one to be like. You don't know the journey they have been through. You don't know, we in our early years of marriage, we are split apart to live in one place. My husband was living somewhere else, and I was living somewhere else because of circumstances. So we have experienced long distance relationship in our early marriage. He was living in another city, another country, and I was here in the UK. So we have been there. It wasn't funny, but it was, thank God that God saw us through. We have pressures in ministry. We have gone through pressures, a lot of pressures that have come in ministry, and we have shouldered it together. We have swum together. We have gone through storms together, and now we are here. We have been through financial pressures in our lives. We have experienced abandonment by friends at one point or the other. So we have gone through some challenges, but where we are right now is not made in heaven. But God helped us here on earth to make it to look as if our marriage is made in heaven. So because we have put in effort, we have put in our prayers, we have trusted God, we have done our own bit, we try to understand each other. We didn't pretend as if we know it all. We listened to people, we got advice, we read books, we listen to people talk on marriage, we look at what the Bible says, how husband and wife should live, and we apply it practical into our lives. And today our marriage works as never before. So if you want your marriage, if you want your relationship and your marriage to be as sweet as mine, or whosoever you admire, you also need to find out what is their journey like. So I want to give you one or two ideas on what to do. If you're married, if you want your marriage to be sweet, you want the sweetness in your marriage to be restored, you want your marriage to be blissful, you want your relationship to last. One, God must be at the head of your home. God is the Alpha and Omega in my home. God is the beginning and the end. If God tells us to carry our bags and leave United Kingdom right now and move to any other country, we will do it. That is how we run our marriage. We will do it. So when we honor God, we submit to God, but together we submit to God. We discover that submitting to each other is not hard, because both of us are submitted. We are under authority of God. So it's not very hard for us to submit to each other. So I submit willingly because I have learned how to submit to God. So it's not a hard thing for me to submit to my husband. My husband loves God with all his heart. So it's not something he's trying to learn to love me. So because he loves God, love is part of his life. So he just has to love me. The same thing happens to me because I'm submitted to God. I love God. I have to treat him exactly the way I treat God. God is the head. God is the beginning. So if you want your marriage to be sweet, you want your marriage to be like ours, first, get that sorted out. Secondly, you must show loyalty. You must show loyalty. Your heart can't be somewhere else. Your heart can't be with your parents. You ignore your wife or your husband and they expect it to be sweet. Your wife or your husband will feel left out. Your heart can't be with your friends always. You can't have a side chick or a side man and expect your marriage to be blissful. No, you have to be focused on each other. You focus on Jesus, then you commit yourself to each other. There must be commitment. There must be loyalty. You should be loyal to each other. You should respect each other with dignity. Give each other respect. Treat each other with dignity and respect. Proverbs 18:24 says, a man or a woman who has friends must make himself or herself friendly. Yes, if you want to show loyalty, if you want to your marriage, if you want to build friendship in your home with your husband or with your wife, you must show yourself to be friendly. You shouldn't be coming from one side. You know, in life, at times people find it hard to celebrate other people who are being celebrated, and tomorrow they want to be celebrated. What you admire, you attract. A lot of people, somebody is celebrating, they are so sad, they can't even bring themselves to say happy birthday or happy marriage anniversary. I don't know where that is coming from. That is ungodly. The Bible says we should celebrate with those who celebrate. So, when somebody is celebrating, please even try and find a place in your heart to celebrate them, because one day it will be your turn. Life is turn by turn. Life is turn by turn. The person celebrating today is not going to be the one celebrating next week. It could be you celebrating. So show yourself friendly. Show friendliness to your husband, to your spouse, to your wife. Be friendly. Be friendly. It's very important. It pays. It's a two-way thing. So show loyalty. The third thing I will encourage you, if you want your marriage to be blissful, is what I put together as SWOT. If you want to know more about why my marriage, by God's grace, God has brought us to where we are, you need to read my book. You can get it on Amazon. It's called The Chemistry of Marriage by Chika Amadi. Chemistry of Marriage is not expensive. I think you can also get the one you can read online. I can't remember what it's called again. Yeah, you can get that, or you can get a hard copy. It's not expensive. The Chemistry of Marriage. Amazon can deliver anywhere. I think so. I think I'm right. Amazon can deliver in Uganda, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Sierra Leone, in UK, anywhere. I think so. So now let me talk about SWOT. If you want your marriage to be blissful and sweet, there's something I learned in my while I was doing my second degree in law. For your information, by God's grace, yes, I practice law. Yeah, so something I learned about SWOT, SWOT, and the Holy Spirit inspired me to bring it into my marriage, practical life. SWOT means S stands for strength, W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunities, and T stands for threat, THREAT. Now, if you want your marriage to be solid, if you want your marriage to be glam and blissful, you need to discover the strength of each other and work with that strength. So let it not be that wisdom is only resident in the man or in the woman. If you discover that your wife has strength in an area, run with that. Then the area you have strength, two of you will also run with that. So where when you combine two of them together, you're a strong army. That's SWOT. So if you work like that, it will really help your home. Then you also need to discover your weaknesses. A man, you need to know your weakness. A woman, you need to know your weakness. So where two of you have to downgrade your weakness, you have to look for a way to work with your weaknesses. Let it not be an object of fight. Let it not be something you use against each other, but let it be something that you say, okay, I am weak in this area, you are strong in that area. Okay, when the issue comes, let's use your strength and let's overlook my weakness. So you must find out these two areas. You know, there are times, there are couples, like I'll give you an example. In my marriage, my husband is very calm. He's very calm. He doesn't like confrontation. I am an active person. I don't confront, but I will tell you the truth. No matter how hard it is, I will say it. Something that my husband will not like to say, I will say it. So when there are issues that he will just allow me to handle, and there are issues I will sit back, he will handle. And it has worked for us. Another thing is opportunities. Opportunities. You always look out for opportunities that will help your marriage to be sweeter. At times we attend marriage seminars organized by other people. It's not that we don't know it, but we, iron sharpeneth iron. We look for opportunities to also make our marriage sweeter. to ignite that fire again. We look for opportunity that will work for us. Opportunity to look, solidify our relationship and our friendship. I said something in my book, which is a quotation by somebody. He says that what makes marriages unhappy, what makes unhappy marriages is not lack of love, but lack of friendship. Your marriage starts as two people loving each other. You keep on building your relationship. You keep on building your friendship, and that friendship remains. As long as your friendship remains, you will enjoy that marriage. Then the last one, that means you discover opportunities to improve each other. Together, at times you get opportunities that both of you need to improve on. At times it's the man that needs to discover opportunity to improve so that he will treat the wife in the best way possible. The wife also have to explore opportunities to be a better wife. It is a two-way thing. Then the last one is threat. Two of you need to discover what is the threat to our marriage. What are those red herrings? What are those areas that threaten? Whenever that issue or that topic comes up, you almost get into argument. You disagree quickly. So you have to be mindful of how to